Very interesting topic today because over the weekend we found this video of former governor of Osunstate, Rauf Aregbesola, and what seems to be an invasion of privacy. But that's the topic today, invasion of privacy. I'm thinking that's the way I put it. Maybe it's my opinion. He was being filmed by this citizen of Nigeria, but they were outside the country. They were in America. And the video goes thus. This man finds him familiar, whips out his phone, starts to make a recording, walks toward him, and the gentleman, Rauf, now says to him, sorry, who are you? He answers, I'm a Nigerian. He says, okay, why, have your seat. Yeah, he was very polite, like, have your seat. But you don't have to film me, he goes on to say. But the man insists that, no, I'm in America, I can film you. Even Biden can't tell me not to film you. And so it becomes like an argument between him and another lady who found it very, irritating. And I'm thinking, even if you're not inside of Nigeria, and even with instances that we might have experienced ourselves, don't you think that that's a bit too, it's a bit too much? People sticking cameras in your face, whether you're a celebrity like a Giga here or officer, do people have the right to just do that? Hey, yes, so close into your personal space.
Well, I mean, because you're a public figure, you have to prepare for it. We cannot blame that particular person for filming. It wasn't an attack. But I think what makes that film a bit controversial is the fact that this is a two-term governor of Osunstate. There was an election ongoing.
At the time, yeah.
At the time. So one would expect that for a two-term governor who has a successor on board, you should be able to ensure that your successor returns. As it stands now, the incumbent was not re-elected. So somehow, whoever filmed that video would say, look, of a truth, I did the right thing. Because if probably Aregbe was on ground and his supporters were also on ground to support the incumbent governor, probably the election would have probably gone into that direction.
The person did not establish exactly
why. Okay, but you see, I think that from the video we saw,
it's all connected.
Because if Rauf didn't accost him in that way, he might have gone ahead.
Rauf didn't even accost him, it was rather polite.
Yes, let's not, that's a bit, that inquiry. Maybe so if you had started filming, maybe you might have asked the question, because that was the election day, right? Yeah. But like you said, for whatever reason, he was outside the country at that particular point in time. And like, that's a country where if he was in Nigeria, that guy would probably not have a chance to sit as close, exactly, to an ex-governor that way.
Minister, current seven
minister, exactly. That's another one that way. So he probably maybe wanted to just catch a break, chill or something. And yes, so if we go back to the topic of privacy, I feel like that's really invasive. But like Kelly said, you're a public figure, you should expect it.
Have you had any experience?
So, yes, there are times, but we tried, not in that way. Now, this is a bit intrusive. So what I have is many people like, oh, I recognize you. Hey, can we have a picture? And they ask first. Well, but throwing a phone straight up in my face.
I was doing shopping.
I've not.
Okay. I was shopping, I was at a mall, and then somebody was actually doing a video of me. Yeah. And when I noticed it, actually my wife told me somebody's actually videoing you. I didn't respond or walk up to the person saying anything, but I felt a certain type of way. I felt violated. I know that I'm on TV, or perhaps maybe at the time I was on radio and all of that, but I still think that a simple, simple logic should tell you that you're invading my privacy when you do that, especially when I'm out with family. You can't just, I don't think that you have all right to do that. Yes, if you're a celebrity, I understand, and perhaps maybe we're a D-class celebrity, I don't know. But there's a certain level where it becomes a no-no. For me, and I'm thinking that as a human being, you should respect that. If this guy had said, okay, guys, what's happening, and I'm excited to see you, perhaps it would have been better. But he went on a very, very defensive mode and said, I can do this, it's America, blah, 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 blah. That was rather...
Well, of course. I mean, we know how liberal America is and how there's a lot of freedom in that particular country. Fine, as much as you're a public figure and probably your privacy should be respected, I feel the timing of that privacy, for me, is also a subject of controversy. There's no way Aregbesola should have been in the U.S. at that time when there was an election. He's a party man, for crying out loud, a strong party man. And I expect better from him.
Well, okay, so tip for you, Giga. You see, when we're doing coffee GC, our show that we're coming down. Coming down.
While Martinez coming him down, take some time. We'll just go on a short break. We'll be right back.